know, people can hear you now. It's scary.
That is totally scary. OMG.
Yeah. Well, at least it kept that I switched it to window mode. Do I hit online? You said you started a lobby?
Yep.
Oh.
Hit online.
Make your own voices?
Yeah, we can. You can turn off sound effects. That is
Awesome voice effects, or make your own voices? I think because we usually voice things, I think we have to make our own voices.
Go for it.
You said you made one, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's the thing? Can you send it to
354. Oh.
Discord? I mean, unless you want to open it up to any of our viewers, which I'd be okay with, but...
All 0.
You never know who might join later. Oh? Oh. What's this? Oh!
It's ready.
Oh.
Are you ready?
I guess so.
Oh! It's 45 now.
Oh.
You want to do a short game or full game?
Let's try a full game.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't played this yet, but the menu screen looked really cute. All the monsters looked cute on there. Oh, are we narrating? Are we not narrating? Should I narrate?
Yes, you should narrate.
Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives.
Can you continue it?
Nope.
Or do I have to? Ooh.
Back then, we were young and unafraid. Oh, this means we won't have the lag. Yay.
Nope.
Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were.
I'm gonna go with him. Okay. And yeah, he.
Oh, do I have to finally come up with a name for myself now?
No, you can stick with the generated names. Red, Amira.
Yeah, I'm a Pokemon trainer, sure. We had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. Spooky. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Also, she's 19 and still in high school. Did she fail a year?
Okay, just wait.
Did they all fail multiple years? Are we only dating super seniors?
Just wait.
Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Okay, he'll love me. Great. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart. Or stupidly huge heart, sorry. Liam de Lioncourt, age 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, 22, ? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
And finally...
And last but not least, Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Okay, she's my best friend. She's my new best friend.
The youngest is the princess.
Huh?
The youngest is the princess.
So again, are we only dating like super seniors?
I don't think monsters.
Oh, we have 2 viewers? It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? Okay, but all of the girls so far are kind of better than the guys.
Yes.
We've got Angry Demon Dude.
They gotta make them old enough to be legal. Ain't that the truth?
That's... You know what?
They can't make them younger than 18.
Okay, but it's prom. They should all be 18. Right?
But they're all monsters. Monsters age differently.
Yeah.
So
Oh wait, Malik's back. Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Thank you for joining us dating monsters.
Okay, well, we only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. Do I do that by literally stabbing a flag into their hearts and claiming that like a white person?
No, you don't do that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because it sounds like the appropriate way of wooing a monster. But as I said already, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Or so the game says, at least.
How are you doing, Melik?
Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever!
I'm glad you're narrating because there's some things that I can't say, or don't say.
Excellent! I'm prepared to curse my fucking mouth off. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats.
One of the nice things
Amazing.
is this is random.
What do you mean?
It's random questions every time
Oh,
from a list.
that's
so
exciting.
You might not see the ones that you have gotten already. So they're
Great,
making
well I've
questions.
never played, you have, so
Yeah.
all of them will be new for me.
Some
This
of them
way,
might be
each
new
of
for
you
me.
will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's start! Oh. Should I read? I'll read the questions. You read the answers because you're answering right now. Democracy is just broken. Remember to vote. That's correct. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society?
Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo wins. That would be interesting. We create a reality show called America's Next Top President where the candidates compete in all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase and we would turn a profit on it. Maybe. We put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, it's obvious. The bear should be our president.
Obviously. Does it change your answer if I say that the heartbreaking violin solo should be of Dearly Beloved?
No, actually, what is it? Shion's theme is mostly violin, and that is depressing.
So whoever plays that the best.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so sad. But I'm actually gonna go with the bear.
Alright, well I think that if we did the reality show, maybe we could actually have them discussing policy and not just yelling at each other. Then again, it's a reality show. Of course they're just yelling at each other, but then we could punish them for it.
So you got added fun, I got added boldness.
Great. Ooh, what is your spirit emoji?
Is it a snowman? Because that
Motherfucker.
is in the middle of a blizzard and he's
Fucking smiling. He doesn't give a fuck about blizzards. And he has a kick-ass hat. I know, you can't read that.
Is it a Caucasian guy with a turban because...
Cultural appropriation?
Yes. Octopus emoji. Best animal on Earth. I know 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 sex positions that involve 1 or several octopi. I'm a white guy, snowman.
I mean, that's one way of answering, although you cannot read, like, any of the sentences or even sentence clauses from that entire answer.
Nope.
Oh, man. So on one hand, it's a blizzard and a snowman, and I like snow. And on the other hand, I mean, I know mixed drinks.
Do you know 3 drug cocktails now?
Do cocktails involving alcohol, which is technically a drug, count as drug cocktails?
No.
It's okay. I don't know 17 sex positions. It's fine. I certainly don't know 17 of them that involve octopi. Hopefully, I'm never having sex with any octopi. That sounds horrifying.
That does.
Alright, so we're both snowmen.
We're both bold.
What would be your dream first date?
Crimes. A professional meeting where you charm your date with some astonishing business advice. A sweaty and manly wrestling match.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
What?
An art exhibition experimental enough to give you a seizure. Sexy
Decompiling?
decompiling. Ah.
Are you a programmer or aren't you?
I cannot read, apparently, though. A fierce fight that starts a lifelong rivalry open to become something else.
Alright, so we've got arson again. We've got a rave. We've got date Jumin. We've got wrestling. We've got a robot. And we've got Naruto and Sasuke.
What are you picking?
Wait, what did you pick?
I picked a lot. Naruto and Sasuke.
Ah. Let's see.
Or a lot of other anime. I just picked anime.
Yeah, but that's the first one I think of.
Well, yeah, it's fair.
Just because it's such, like, a meme of those two.
Like, what? I saw something like their last fight, they ended holding hands, and I'm just like, are they...
Yay! Let's see. It's terrible because I'm like, oh, the professional meeting one sounds like the Gorgon, and I want her to be my best friend already. So I want to pick that one, but I shouldn't manipulate answers. And this is why I'm a Slytherin. Hello.
But also, you're not going after who your best friend is, you're going after who you want to romance.
Okay, but what if I don't want to romance any of them yet because I'm Demi?
You still have to pick one. After you pick one, I will tell you some information, though.
Oh?
After you pick one.
Wait, you're not allowed to tell me anything. No spoilers! Spoiler, no spoiling!
Pick one. Crimes?
I'm gonna hit on 707, okay?
Wait, who's the robot?
My new husband, obviously.
Wait, who's the robot?
I don't know. How the fuck should I know? Oh, okay. What's happening?
Okay, so, we can choose to go to one location in the school. So, everything you'll see when I choose one, I'm gonna choose to, what are my stats? Kind of smart, kind of bold, not that creative.
You're pretty bold.
I'm not that charming, but I'm kind of charming, I'm not that fun, and I have some money to my name. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You skip class and just... That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms, because you respect no authority. Guess some people just want to watch the world burn. Okay, Joker. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. Are you eating your lunch in there too, like a TV sad person?
No, this is just the morning. We're not at lunch yet.
Okay, but are you going to... You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Because you needed more boldness, apparently. You notice Scott and Damien waving their phones in each other's faces and decide to take a look. As you get closer, you realize they're discussing Pokemon's Go, the mobile game based on the hit television Pocket Humans.
What?
Yes, Pocket Humans, Pokemons. Go!
I hope Melik is having fun with this.
I hope you're having fun with this, considering you're also playing.
Oh boy.
I call Demon. I call Demon.
Melik's laughing at that. Okay, go.
You bet your ass I do. And check it out. His fiscal responsibility stat is 11. He's a fucking beast at doing his taxes. Oh yeah, I have to do my taxes too.
Same. I heard he's lactose intolerant though.
Haha, yeah. I feed him nothing but cheese pizza to fuck with him. He hates it. Yeah, aren't you glad I chose the demon?
No, I know exactly what all the characters are like. I would have said to go for the demon.
Well,
That's
also
very
because you
nice.
can't swear. Or you can, you just don't.
I'm super nice to my Leslie Dunbar.
Boring. Fuck you. You've got Leslie Dunbar, the queen of insurance liability management.
Yeah, I had to trade 2 Mindy Babcocks and a Jared Google
I guess.
to get her, but it was so worth it.
What do you get for trading out Jared Kushner?
Ivanka Trump.
Ew. I thought I was supposed to get something better. That's nothing. You've got a Pokemon so rare, it'll send them both into shock. You whip out your phone and show them your...
Winslow Jibbs, fiscal responsibility 14, armor class 20, loving owner of a speedboat and several dogs, Scabs rent-a-car, sex murderer. I'm gonna go with the top answer.
That seems to be what they're looking for.
Winslow Jibbs! Winslow Jibbs! He has Winslow Jibbs!
What's so great about Winslow Jibbs? He looks like a tool.
I don't know. I just feel like he really gets me, you know? Bro, I will trade you all my lawyer-type Pokemons for that Winslow. And an ultra briefcase. Or we could make some other kind of arrangement. Wink.
Are you going after Monster Craig?
I don't know who I... So the last question basically gives you the Jumpstart review you want to date. I get to see who I guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't show up for me. But if it was rivalry, I don't think it's him.
It's one of the two. It's one of these two. I'm guessing it's Damien.
I'm guessing it's Demon Boy. Did you just say wink? Damien's trying to look unimpressed, but you can tell he's never seen such a fine Pokemon before either. And Scott looks clearly impressed. Score! You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
Hey, I'm making up for my lack of fun.
You're a little bit more fun now.
Now
oh
it's
wow,
your turn.
I'm balanced?
Yeah, you're pretty balanced. You're smarter than you are anything. Well, smart and fun more than anything.
Sounds about right for me.
And of course, because I'm in the bathroom, you can't go to the bathroom.
I would not want to be in the bathroom with you, thank you. I think I should go attempt to be a high school rock star. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Great, because I'm not really looking for oral sex with the muses, actually. That sounds kind of...
Wait, the skull has a sad face.
Great. She looks so badass, though. I love it.
You have control.
I know. I'm just admiring the skull some more. She's also got a belt of more skulls.
Yes, she does.
She's got a great character design. See, cute monsters. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards.
That is true.
You gain +2 creativity. Yay, even more balanced.
Yeah, honestly, you just need charm up.
Well, I'm in the auditorium. It's very possible I'll have a chance to up my charm right now. After, you're walking along when suddenly a car skids to a halt just in front of you. It's not the most logical location for a speeding car to barrel through, and yet here we are. Vera and Damien hop out. Isn't he in the bathroom?
No, he's in 2 places at once.
Sounds like a demon.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be her if I'm still him, or should I be both? I kind of want to be both.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because out of all of the characters, I want to force pretty pink princess on you.
Oh, you'll love that.
I'll enjoy that. The work isn't bad, it's just not at the level it needs to be if you want to win this all-star drag race against a real badass hunk of metal. What's your plan to win, Damien? Just drive your car really fast? Of fucking course it is, Vera. That's literally how street racing works. And that may have won you the crown in the past, but it won't work against Justin Darrington. Damien, he's driving the Thunderfuck 5000.
This is great.
And I'm driving Nancy, a pile of shit I lovingly cobbled together out of every car I've ever destroyed, either in a race or just literally destroyed via arson or whatever. And Nancy can take on anyone, anything, anytime. The Thunderfuck 5000 is an electric car. Nancy runs on the juice of literal, actual dinosaur corpses. What could be more badass than that? I don't know, maybe running on pure lightning? Nancy is a piece of shit, Damien. Deep down you know that she does not have what it takes to win us this thing. Seems like this drag race is pretty important to the two of them, and that they're not going to come to an agreement on their own, and that they might actually already be dating. Looks like it's up to you to be the voice of reason.
What? What are you going to say? You still want me to read these?
Huh?
So do you want me to read these?
Yes.
Attitude is everything, but Nancy will never embrace her inner fierceness with all of Vera's criticism. Come on, Damien. Let's give this car a makeover. Or, Vera, you're right. Nancy's amazing, but she can't quite make the grade. We need to crossbreed her with a faster car.
Crossbreeding cars?
Yes.
Well, shit. I feel like these are two of my favorite characters so far.
And which one? What would you say?
More importantly, Vera is logically correct, and I have no place for lovingly cobbled together junk.
Okay.
Perfect! We can get a brand new qualified race car, and Damien can still feel like his shitty subpar car is useful. Nancy is a thing of beauty and grace, Vera. But as long as her genes live on in whatever machine I drive to victory, the plan is a-okay by me. The three of you get to work setting up what could easily be considered one of the most impressive and high-tech car crossbreeding programs in the country. Still trying to figure out how car crossbreeding is supposed to work, but okay. You find a very shiny red electric limousine to serve as Nancy's stud and start the breeding process along, which mostly consists of making the cars a reservation at an appropriately fancy and expensive restaurant and loading up their CD players with smooth jazz. I'm very concerned. Sometime later, Nancy gives birth, don't ask how, not important, to the ultimate race car. Look at what we've made, huh, guys? I mean, mostly what Nancy and El Diablo made, but we helped get them there.
El Diablo.
Yeah, honestly, this car is a masterpiece. I've been looking for my next business venture, and I think I may go into high-end race car breeding. People make thousands off of breeding horses to race, and horses want to fuck. How hard could that be? By that logic, I bet I could make millions breeding race cars. You totally could. I'd be your first customer. Haha, you already were. I'll send you your invoice later. Well, looks like Damien has the race in the bag. Vera has a new business venture, and the world has a new species of super race car. You gain +2 boldness and +1 money from a kickback from Vera, which comes with a genuine smile from her. Score! See, she's my best friend. Oh.
Do we want to challenge each other's places, or do we want to randomize who let our places?
I don't really care.
Let's random. Oh, you go first.
I mean, something tells me random may be rigged. I see it.
They should hear us now?
Did you unmute us?
I unmuted us.
Okay, great. Then they should hear us, hopefully.
Okay, so...
Actually, 1 sec. Let me double check and make sure.
And check for audio stuff.
Just start talking randomly so I can check.
Hi guys, sorry we blue screened and had to go back up live again. Sorry about that.
Okay, I hear me.
You don't hear me?
You're faint.
I'm Max.
Lower mine?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
It's funny because I hear myself echoed like a couple seconds behind.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be.
Oh well. Okay.
Mute the stream?
Well. Huh?
Mute the stream? If
Yeah.
if Melik's still here, we can get information from them.
I see one watching now, so maybe?
It still says Melik's here. Ready up whenever you're good.
Oh. Smiley.
Yep. Gonna need to redo. We can. Do you want to just skip?
Let's just skim through until we get to the questions.
Alright, there's literally a skip button.
Oh, great.
One. Go with Sharky again. And okay.
Great. I will once again be she-red.
Oop, skip.
Blah, 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 blah.
And skip.
Yeah, I don't get the skip button because you're hosting, so.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Sorry, immature theme.
You had to have sex with an animal. Which animal would it be? This is where can I really just opt on the, like, okay, but we're apes, though?
Sadly, no. But the choices are a human being, because I'm the kind of douchebag who loves to find loopholes in stupid questions like this one. A great white shark.
Yes, Sharky?
If I
You have
had...
to fuck an animal, let's at least make it worth a story worth telling.
And the picture just says see ya. See ya. Yeah,
Oh.
we had to start over because of a blue screen.
Sorry, I blue screened.
Yeah, so I'm at Sharky Me's actually doing the hosting of the stream now instead to try to negate that. Sorry about that. Or a swan. They're classy. Plus, it reminds me of that myth of Lita and the Swan.
Yes. So at least by bestiality standard, has a certain chic appeal.
Which?
Or if you want to try to fuck Zeus, I guess.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm just like, isn't that Zeus? Is the Swan?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
A human.
I have to pick any of.
You have to pick one.
Well, humans are douchebags to begin with.
Yes.
And shark sounds too much like I'm fucking you, so that's out. So I guess that just leaves attempting to fuck Zeus.
You're creative, apparently.
You're elected president for a day. What's the first law you passed? Like, Trump cannot be president.
$1 bills will now include a picture of me and the inscription, "Beware too much awesomeness. My presidency might last a day, but my fame will last forever." You can deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead. Amount of taxes deducted are calculated based on the beauty of the sonnets. That's so objective, though. Or subjective.
You mean subjective?
Yes. Trivia fact, presidents don't pass laws. So is this a trick question, or are you just being an idiot?
They pass laws that have gotten to their desks. They don't write laws.
And
I'm the real asshole here.
Anyone in chat, if there's any audio issues, let us know. It's not fully tuned to my setup, so let us know.
Yeah, we had to kind of rush to get back on.
So let us know if I need to mess with desktop, like the game and her audio or whatever. Deduct taxes by writing sonnets.
Am I a smartass? I'm kind of a smartass. I'm gonna go with the smartass answer.
I'm creative and you're smart.
The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today?
Nobody ends the world but me. I'll end the world today. Netflix and chill? No. I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. I always party as if there were no tomorrow, so who cares? I would panic because that's what real organic people do, and I am a real organic person.
So that's the robot answer.
What? No, the robot. That was the first time I saw the robot.
It never came up in the answers before?
Not when I played by myself.
You
didn't buy the DLC, did you?
Nope.
I didn't either, so...
Although I might. This seems pretty cute so far.
It seems... I love it so far. Or, it's okay, we invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of the commoners.
Okay there, Paul Ryan, the true monster here.
I'm actually gonna go with that answer, because I'm interested.
Okay there, Paul Ryan, the true monster. Do I panic? Because I am a real organic person who is definitely not a robot.
No, you're gonna Netflix and chill.
What if I Netflix and panic?
That's not an option.
Eternal panic.
That's not an option. I'm actually interested what anybody in the chat would pick for this stuff.
I'm really curious on whether the real organic person thing is the robot again.
It will pop up no matter what you choose. Who it's for.
Well,
I've had this question. I think this was my second games question, and that the organic one was not there.
That's the robot.
It might be. I don't know. This is news to me.
See, now I'm curious about the robot, but also, nobody ends the world but me. I am going to end the world today, motherfuckers.
It is.
It is the robot.
Wait, no, the 2 DLC characters were here.
Oh.
Because the top right one, the Gorgon one, that's a DLC character. So apparently online has a DLC by default?
Unless I accidentally bought the DLC too, which I might have. I don't think I did, though. No, I didn't.
I was about to say, I didn't either. I don't know. I
guess we get free DLC.
I'm gonna go to the gym.
Oh. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader.
Ain't that not the truth?
Wow. You are much higher smart and much lower boldness than you were before.
Smarts and boldness changed, basically.
And everything else is pretty balanced now, because you just gained 2 charm. Woo! After that, you engage in a deadly match of truth or dare or death with Polly.
Sounds like
and
Polly.
That would be a super interesting event to cover.
Sounds like Polly.
But then the 2 of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in an intense conversation. And that's bound to be much more interesting.
You could be Polly.
Hey, babes. You are making quite a noise, and I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up?
Should I be Liam?
Liam
and Miranda are the only 2.
I've already claimed 3 characters.
Yeah.
Seems.
Hey, you 2. Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. You see, we wanted to start our own school club. You know, an intellectually rewarding club, extracurricular, that enriches our minds while probably not being mentioned ever again in the future. Because Continuity at the school seems to be a bit random.
Uh-huh.
Ain't that the truth?
Little noise! Let's do it! Y'all know my favorite things in the world.
Drugs. Crap, I need to think. I can't think.
The girliest voice you can.
I can't do girly.
The girliest voice you can do.
Gosh dang it, I hate you.
Sound like Anna from Frozen.
Do you think I remember what she sounds like?
Peppy? And dumb? I mean, alternately, you can attempt to sound like when I do the Hatoful MC voice, but...
Sexual activities? How about that?
That was vaguely British, but okay.
She's a princess and stupid. I don't know. And yes, probably vaguely British, but I don't mean it to be like that. Noise.
No, dummies! That too, but I mean chess and Russian literature. Stop treating me as if I were two-dimensional.
Chess and Russian literature?
No, dummies, that too, but I meant chess and Russian literature, yes. Let's start a literature club!
Huh? I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club?
Oh no.
It might.
Are they making a Doki Doki Literature Club reference?
Let's see.
We wrote dope poems and made new friends.
We might.
Are they making a Doki Doki Lit Club reference here?
Right,
Alicia? You get me.
No, the other thing.
Ah, fuck, yes, that's right. So weird, I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know?
That's how she died? Anyway, the thing is, Miranda and I were already between two ideas. I propose we start the Club. A delightful meta club where we enjoyed ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs. I'm facepalming. Boring! I propose the Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club. A club where we would spend our nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies. Better?
The literature club is definitely the best option now.
It might have been. I'm guessing that that's what they were going for.
Let's go romance Monica.
So when are we playing Doki Doki? That's a dating sim, right? That's a dating sim, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Sure. Whoa, you two really know how to sound two-dimensional. But in any case, can't you both just do your own clubs?
No. Our lives are fueled by the conflict and confrontation that can only be solved by choosing between two options. He is...
very meta. He's really into the meta thing.
Yeah, it kind of is only fun when you're going in blind.
Yeah.
And I don't think either of us would be going in blind, would we?
Well, considering I finished it, no.
Yeah, and I know the stuff.
Mostly it's the jump scares, I think.
Yeah. That's why we need you to choose which club is the best one, because Sharky always seems to choose based on who he wants to ask to prom.
So fucking meta.
He is a hipster. I guess
True.
that's his thing.
True.
So which one should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes ponies.
Tongue phase. A tough choice. Mostly because I'm like super drunk right now.
Sounds like Polly.
Should I drink more of my wine?
No.
Guess so. A tough choice indeed. It's your opportunity to convince Polly of one of the options, because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom.
I mean, the pony one is at night, so it technically counts as a nightclub, or the best club is clearly the club because... And then just throw some confetti.
Convince her that the club is about making nightclubs at school.
Ponies.
Oh, good point, Sharky. I do like nightclubs.
You do realize it would be nothing like an actual nightclub, right?
Are you sure? Have you been to this Little Pony Sweet Dreams nightclub?
No, but...
Less butts and more butts. Pony butts.
You didn't say boo.
Boo.
Ponies have majestic buttocks indeed.
But can they compete with cat butts? Whoa, now I need to see it myself. I hope they know how to shake those pony asses.
I have no idea what's happening. The only thing I understood is that my proposal has won, and that's the only thing that matters. Huzzah! Sharky, it might be true you only make choices based on who you want to ask to prom, but if that's true, you're off to a good start.
Winky face.
Nee.
Fuck yeah! You can't wait to tell rad bedtime stories to ponies alongside Miranda. Meanwhile, you gain +2 charm and +1 smarts.
Woo!
Fire time, fire time, fire time.
Burn?
Burn everything.
Where are you going?
Which one is... Wait. This one has a tree for me to burn.
So basically everything is a different stat.
Okay.
So...
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Damn, this is a big school.
Is it?
I mean, 300 people gathered at a rave during recess sounds pretty big. Then again, like, I haven't had recess since elementary school. I wasn't aware high schoolers got recess.
Yeah, that's news to me.
Elementary school was... Like, my elementary school was one of 3 that fed into my middle school that then was the largest middle school, but out of, like, 3 or 4 that fed into the high school.
I know.
So...
High schoolers do get recess. It's called gym class. The thing I never had in high school.
That's torture.
I wouldn't know. I never had it in high school.
Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Oh, I forgot to even check my stats.
It's
Great, I'm balanced.
Yeah, you're balanced.
Just not bold, but I'm very smart. You're bored and doodling in your notebook when Damien suddenly appears.
During a
Fire?
rave.
What the fuck is this doodle? Is that me? Am I cuddling shirtless with Liam?
What?
Dude, if you were looking for a shortcut to the morgue, this is your lucky day. Give me one good reason not to cuddle your face with my fists. Oh no. They discovered your erotic fan art of them. You can't think of any way to calm down the both of them. But maybe the right answer can calm down one of them. That's a lot shorter than all of the pretext to yours.
Don't be silly. You don't want to fight me. You're clearly fighting against your urge for cuddling. Or...
What the fuck is this? This fuckery, dear Damien, is art. I present to you, Yowie. I'm going with that.
Calm down, Damien. You're such a bigot. I've heard about this, Yowie. It's a millenary form of art from the East. A delightful celebration of love and desire.
What?
And I must admit, this piece is full of raw talent. Look at the strokes, the expressions, the suggestive placement of the hand. It conveys so much with so little.
I feel like I should have chosen the other one.
Maybe.
Oh well. Dude, are you high? Look at this other one. You're fucking pregnant! This is insanity.
It's not insanity, but neither is this one exactly, Yowie. It's... What is that term? Empreg?
Male pregnancy.
Ah.
If I remember right.
Okay. Behold. What a way of standing up against the gender status quo. They're changing the world one pregnant doodle at a time.
No, there is no way you can convince me that shit isn't weird or wrong or problematic. I'm out of this plotline.
Ignore him, Red. I've been searching for the pinnacle of art for generations. Little did I know it was here all along in the ancient form of Yowie. Will you accept me as your student? May I call you Sensei?
No, fuck off, weeb boy. I think this is a good thing. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. God damn it. Those are already my best stats.
Tree?
I'm really fucking smart.
Let's go random again.
Yeah.
And let's not crash this time.
Hopefully. Oh, you're still first.
Yep. Now we go to lunchtime.
Oh, man.
Who is this? But...
A goth-looking dude.
I'll go to this one.
Vera's about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculately painted lips. You can drink whatever at the school, apparently. When Miranda screams.
Ah!
It has a colon. I think there's going to be words that she's screaming.
Stop! Don't drink that!
Why not? The scotch cost more than most cars, like Damien's before we crashed.
Has your taster tried it yet?
What taster?
You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title?
Listen, Miri, I only drink 4 things. Scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison. Oh my god. I love her.
Why don't you go after her?
Huh?
Why don't you go after her?
I guess so, because the guys all suck.
You drink poison on purpose?
Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me?
Yes. Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drinks? Or poison?
Ugh. What do I have to do to get you to drop this?
Simple. Hire a taster.
Fine. Any volunteers? This might just be the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand. When Vera picks you, you...
Drink all her scotch, raging Vera and delighting Miranda, or pretend to be poisoned. Terrifying Miranda and amusing Vera. Drink it all!
What are you doing? That bottle cost as much as the first Apollo mission.
How much money does she have?
She's an excellent businesswoman, remember?
Holy crap.
At least she earned it.
Yeah. How do you feel, Royal Taster? Are you poisoned?
Well, you're not poisoned, but you're pretty fucking wasted. You give all of the Mirandas you can see 2 big thumbs up.
A job well done. Now Vera's sure not to be poisoned.
Well, yeah, because there's no scotch left to be poisoned by.
Don't listen to her. You did well. Come with me. I have some other beverages you simply must verify for safety.
You spend the rest of the night getting wasted on expensive liquors at Miranda's place. courtship never tasted so good.
Boom.
Welcome to the Ace Channel. We like puns.
And we didn't even make them. The game made it for us.
Well, the game makes the puns in the other one too, right?
Not as good, though.
Oh! I see a punk-looking cat.
Yep.
And a goth dude.
And Damien and Polly and Scott and Liam.
Okay, but I'm not going for the nerd jock table. And this seems like the party table, which is clearly not me. And who would I be but like the loser sitting at a mostly empty table? But where's the robot?
There is no robot.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to the guy who looks like the other Damien. Wait, Dimitri's here? Doesn't he have somewhere better to eat lunch? Like an evil banquet or at Tim Hortons or something?
Tim Hortons?
Are they in Canada?
I think there are a few Tim Hortons in America.
I can assure you I can see the confusion writ upon your face. And I can assure you, I am not here to indulge my palate in the delicacy that is sloppy monster fries. Dimitri pulls out a clipboard and a stack of pamphlets. I'm here on a recruiting mission. Tell me, have you ever considered the benefits of joining the dark side?
Do you have cookies?
Yes, I have. The pay is great, whatever you can steal. We have a killer dental plan, fangs included. And the upward mobility is unbelievable, because your superiors will constantly be killing each other. Plus, you get to go to bed each night knowing you helped to make the world a little less safe. You give Dimitri a disapproving look and point at your Dare t-shirt.
Oh, who remembers Dare, though?
Oh, you've gone through dark arts resistance education, have you? Well, let me sweeten the deal then. How about a free trial of one dark side perk? Sure. What's the worst that can happen? You ask him to explain.
The art of monologuing about your evil plans in great detail when you have your enemies trapped in a compromising position, or how to rock a cape.
I fucking love capes. Okay, I'm only going to explain this once, so pay close attention. The correct way to rock a cape is, and this is very technical, so please focus. The only correct way to rock a cape is like this. Dimitri stands there, shirtlessly, his cape flapping in a breeze that no one else can feel. Are you taking notes? This has taken me a literal centuries to master. Oh, you're taking notes, all right. If by notes you mean pictures of sexy, shirtless Dimitri overlaid with various compromising Snapchat filters. I'm afraid that must conclude today's lesson. I have learned from long experience that rocking a cape for an extended period can cause onlookers' genitals to explode.
What? What?
Until we meet again, my willing acolyte. Oh, and never put your cape in the washing machine. Air dry only. Otherwise, it bunches up and looks like an enormous diaper. And now, my dramatic exit. Dimitri vanishes in a cloud of purple smoke, like always. You sell the shirtless pics of him to Zoe in exchange for +4 charm. Damn, suddenly I'm really charming. Using someone else's looks.
Random again?
Yeah.
50-50 chance.
This time it really likes you.
Apparently.
Or it's just making a point of proving me wrong when I said that it's probably tilted.
Well, I think you said that as you crashed, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the library this time.
That day, you spent some time on the library's PC, mining some bitcoins. Okay, poser. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works, and everyone who does already sold it. Anyway, you gain plus 2 bitcoins, which is equal to plus $2 million. Which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars. So plus 2 money. Wow.
That conversion is so messed up.
So money is equal to bitcoins.
Yes,
Got it.
apparently. Apparently I have 7 bitcoins?
Also, you mined 2 bitcoins in like an evening. What the fuck?
Okay, our computers are very efficient.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Later, you, Vera, and Miranda meet to prepare your case for your ruthless rhetoric class.
Say that 5 times fast.
Ruthless rhetoric class?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, say it 5 times fast. Go.
No.
Your scenario for the week. Monsters finally rule the world. Puny humans still demand equal rights. How will you deal with such audacity?
That is true. How would you deal with it? "14-hour workday, media censorship, start a fictional war."
The gleaming eyes.
Hee
That sounds like so much work. Can't we just throw money at them?
Yeah, can she just throw money at me?
You just got 2 million human dollars.
Okay. But it was only 2 monster dollars. Can I get like 2 million monster dollars?
No.
Oh, or cake. I heard if you let them eat cake, they calm down.
Uh-huh, that's exactly how it works.
Let them eat cake.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing bad will happen when you say that.
Nothing. What about you? Do you have any ideas? You're not one of those group members who just lets everyone else do the work, are you?
Just remember the 3 R's: relocation, re-education, reintegration. Or the problem is that they're not happy. So let's repress them into happiness.
The upper one makes me think of China.
The top one?
Wait, have you heard about the Uyghur Muslims and what China's been doing to them?
I think so.
That's what that sounds like to me.
Well, that's what I'll go with the bottom. Aww. Happy humans? Why? Why?
Not again. You broke Miranda. We've been over this. Never mention satisfied peasants to her. I'll have to carry this team. Again. Strip. You'll be the blood sacrifice.
Aww. Aww.
Vera uses your blood to bargain with a demon for the debate win. You lose -2 creativity, -1 boldness, your dignity, and possibly your soul.
Oh, not my soul!
And yet you still have 10 smarts somehow.
Not my soul! You have 10 smarts.
I want the soul. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess this time I'll go 2. Oh. The gym has the cat on it.
Yes, it does.
Why?
Do you want to go?
No one else has shown up on it.
Do you want to go to find out?
I mean, a little bit, but also so far I've only got points towards vampire vampire nerd. Nerdpire? And
Liam.
Huh?
Liam.
Yeah, shut up, nerd. So I feel like I should go someplace more likely to get me actual options.
So? You're not very bold.
I know, but I don't know what's going to build boldness.
I've done it before.
I'll go to class, I guess. That day you listen to your elders and valuable lesson. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Wow, I'm so smart. You know, there's Miranda trying to put a smile on Liam's face. This should be good.
I simply do not understand how you can be so gloomy all the time, when the world is so full of wonder and magic. Heh, I guess I'm just not part of the Everything is Beautiful Club. The Everything is Beautiful Club? Is that a secret club?
Is she gonna join that after making
the pony one? What?
Also, I don't want either. Or it seems like you're going after Miranda.
What?
And I don't want Liam.
Oh yeah, totally. I want to join. How can I join?
Liam seems totally sexily disinterested in continuing this gag, but you have no such reservations. You tell her,
"You're in luck. I just happen to have the membership paperwork right here. Magic is real." Or, "Oh, it's super easy to join. All you have to do is eat a bunch of cotton candy and crap out a unicorn. Simpleton."
oh boy.
So what are you choosing?
This game seems to really want me to go with vampire nerd, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Really?
More smarts?
Yeah, that's exactly what the
bullshit
fairy told me when we were playing checkers the other night. That's all. Just those two things. No. You also gotta write gullible across your forehead in permanent marker. Okay! Wait. Seriously?
But Miranda's already gone. When you see her the next day, she's leading a unicorn and smiling from ear to ear.
I did it! The Everything is Beautiful Club let me in! ... I had to fill out some extra paperwork because I had my manservant eat the cotton candy and poop out the unicorn. But I made up for it by tattooing gullible on his forehead instead of writing it.
Poor manservant.
Poor manservant. Yeah, well, you're welcome.
Liam winks at you, and the wink is so cool you automatically gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
The smarts was, it's a check. If you weren't smart enough, you would have failed. Like,
well,
I wasn't bold enough earlier, so I failed.
Well, I have 12, so I guess I am really fucking smart. And a smart ass.
That weekend, something happened to... me.
You.
It's always me.
I mean, I'd love the chance to actually get options with someone who isn't Liam.
Oh no, this is gonna probably make you happy.
No.
Read?
That weekend, Liam contacted you for your advice.
No, you misunderstand. I don't want your advice. I want to hear you express an opinion. Just to, see if you're capable of forming one. Specifically, I'd like you to hear your opinion on Red's cultural literacy.
Oh boy.
Is she cultured like an artisanal cheese, or uncultured like milk? Red is so cultured she can tell the difference between theater and theater. Or Red is so uncultured she thinks a sonnet is a female son. So, you don't want to go to Liam, you say?
Are you gonna shit talk me?
Yes. Yes.
That's fine.
But that's ridiculous. Everyone knows a sonnet is a bonnet for sons.
Yeah, okay.
Clearly, someone would make that mistake has no
Sartorial?
sartorial acumen to speak of. I give this romantic prospect 7 out of 10. Harumphs.
Good.
That's right, she doesn't even deserve a full 10 harumphs.
Darn. Liam harumphs exactly 7 times, turns on his heel, and stomps off to go silently judge someone else. You gain +1 fun for being a jerk.
Was I actually a jerk, though?
No, I appreciate that. I do not want Nerd Boy.
Trade places!
Oh! Amazing. Morning time.
Where do you go? What do you do? What do you see?
Well, I think this time I'm gonna try the auditorium again.
Okay. Yeah, you already...
Do I have a skip button? I don't see a skip button.
I don't know.
Blah, blah, blah. Seriously?
Apparently you have really good, romantic value with him so far.
Someone taps you on the shoulder hesitantly. You turn around to see Liam. Didn't I just, like, indirectly reject you? Oh, God. He's carrying a brand new notebook and a very Japanese pencil case. Oh, shit, that's right. You promised to teach him the secrets of yaoi. You fucking weeb, gross nerd. Go away. He bows to you. Fuck off with your yellow fever.
I am not going to say that.
I'm skipping that. Well?
I'm learning Japanese so as to make this more authentic.
Yeah, fuck off, yellow fever boy.
I'm ready for my first lesson.
You know nothing about teaching yet. You kind of just draw naked dudes snuggling and hope it turns people on. But Liam won't buy that. He thinks you're a yaoi master. You've got to teach him something. He's right here, waiting. Okay, think. What is the first lesson of yaoi? I think this is gonna break his heart at least.
You're not so bold. Wow.
You strip naked so that Liam can draw you in your full glory. Right in front of about 10 of your classmates. Judging by their giggling, you probably should have spent more time at the gym.
Wow. This is like that nightmare where I'm naked at school. Except instead of me, it's you. And it's real life. I'm not sure whether that's better or worse. I don't feel like I'm learning a lot about yaoi right now, so I'm just gonna go.
Good. Fuck off. Congratulations. By the end of the day, your naked ass will be an internet celebrity. You lose -2 charm and -1 smarts. And you know what? I'm still more charming and smart than you.
Ouch!
Look at the stats. I am.
Ouch!
That means it's all okay, because the only stats I lost were the ones that I already was ahead on.
You're so mean. I'm gonna go to class.
No, and I got to, like, piss off Liam. I think this is good. That day, you're astonished by some new stuff you learn in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love.
That is what television tells me what high school is.
Media is bullshit?
Yes.
Shocking. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise! You gain +1 valuable lesson. Trying to use +2. Are you caught up on smarts?
Sigh, woe is me, sigh.
Could Miranda possibly be doing this because she wants attention? Only one way to find out.
Riverdale does constantly think that is what high school is about. That is totally true.
Oh god. Riverdale.
Why stop watching it?
Riverdale can kiss my ace ass.
Sorry, I don't
and then
think
give
it...
me Ace Jughead.
I was about to
Please!
say, I don't think it knows what asexuality is.
Cole Sprouse, like, researched it.
Yeah,
It's
I know
just
he did.
that everyone else seems to shit all over it. And he's not really gonna push for it, I guess. I don't know how much power he has over that. But also, like, yeah, fuck Riverdale.
What?
Give me Ace Jughead!
They might give us Ace Jughead after a traumatic experience, because that's the only reason they think anybody would be asexual.
Kiss my entire ace ass. Don't, actually. I don't want their lips anywhere near my butt. Thanks.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there, so I was standing here, suffering gallantly in silence.
She did. And she wasn't. But okay.
I had the most tragic injustice befall me earlier this morn. I was rejected from our school's water polo team.
The mermaid?
Yes. I think that's a joke. They claimed I was mistaken about how polo is conducted underwater. Excuse me, but I was raised underwater. How is one even supposed to play water polo without a heavenly armored seahorse as a mount? How, I ask you?
Gee, I don't know.
Perhaps I offended them when I implied they were too impoverished to afford sea steeds. If so, why, I would love to make reparations. But it may be too soon for me to show my face. Would you be so kind as to take them, the gift of this omelet, to begin the healing? I'm told that peasants consider eggs to be a delicacy.
Obviously. And what would make the gesture even better is the personal touch of...
Toppings. Caviar, eel, chocolate-covered sand crabs. They'll never forget this. Was a present from a mer princess, or an elegant stenciled card with your sincerest apology, a list of all their fears, and a bundle of compromising photographs.
Well... Also, chocolate-covered crab sounds disgusting.
Oh yes, how better to show that I'm truly making an effort to get to know them on the most personal of levels by sending them compromising photographs of themselves.
Black man?
Yes. I shall do their names in beautiful calligraphy, print their fears in gold leaf, and I shall adorn their compromising news with adorable glitter stickers. I may have been misunderstood before, but how could anyone misinterpret this kind gesture? Take the omelet, and make sure to take lots of pictures of them eating the eggs, so we can all remember how generous I was.
With a kiss on the cheek. Ooh. Miranda hands you the omelet and waves you on your way. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm.
Yeah!
Wow. Now you're really smart.
Yeah!
Or creative.
Oh, random! Gosh dang it!
I guess today's my day of just having first. Great, I can finally go talk to the person I wanted to, like, befriend. Wait, who's this?
Who is he?
Okay, no. Find Vera sitting in front of a pile of money instead of food, as usual. Damien comes over and drops his own money pile on the table, and also some organs.
Sounds like Damien.
Not bad, but I prefer to exert a little less effort for my income. The dejected swamp creature slumps over to the table and adds some money to Vera's pile. Income? You mean this This is just what people throw at me to get me to stop punching them. And this is what people throw at me to keep me from revealing what kind of porn they're into. But I agree. The money is only secondary. The frowns on their faces are their own reward. Still, I'm always looking to improve efficiency. Have you tried developing business contacts in hell? Your victims will be even more terrified. Death won't save them. Yeah, but that doesn't work on the undead. For those, you need a priest. A priest? You know how my family feels about priests! Ugh, I'm sick of terrorizing people one at a time. There's gotta be a way to terrorize everybody in the cafeteria at once. And make money at the same time. I'm sure there is. That is, after all, the essence of capitalism.
Set the building on fire and charge an exit fee. Or trick everyone in the cafeteria into having an orgy, then film it. Blackmail in bulk.
I mean...
Welcome to the Ace stream, where you're gonna tell them to have an orgy?
Like, realistically, I'm on fire, and it would be easier to set the fire on... Or set fire
Set
to
the fire on fire?
Set fire to the building. Sorry. Set the fire to the building? It is my hair. But I like the concept of blackmail a little bit more than arson.
So you're gonna tell everyone to have an orgy so you can watch them?
No. I'm just filming it. I'm looking after the film equipment. Besides, there's a reason I'm not participating.
Ain't that the truth?
Simple, elegant, raunchy. I like your style. But how are you going to trick a whole room full of people into having an orgy? Don't tell me you don't know how to do that. Is this something you do all the time? Is this something you don't do all the time? I thought you were a prince of hell. Yeah, but I'm a prince of the Bernie part of hell, not the sexy part of hell. That explains it. Well, to answer your question, this is a room full of high schoolers. A slight breeze could instigate an orgy.
Is that true?
Although the succubus sauce I snuck into the sloppy joes won't hurt either.
Okay, that's fair.
It certainly doesn't. You, Vera, and Damien retreat to a safe distance to film the sexy carnage and avoid the fluids.
Oh. Wait, where am I stuck during that?
In the orgy, obviously.
Oh.
Didn't you have the succubus sauce?
I'm gonna talk to him. And I want you to voice him.
Okay. I'll be as sparkly as possible.
No, you have to be a douchebag.
Oh. You're just about to take a bite of your sandwich when some douchebag rips a hole in the fabric of reality.
That sentence basically... Yeah.
It is I, the interdimensional prince. I have searched far and wide for a hero capable of solving a most fiendish riddle for me. The riddle of how to get my TV to switch from HDMI 1 to HDMI 2. Tried everything short of actually using the remote control. You heave a deep sigh and accompany the prince to his dimension, where you solve his problem by using the remote control.
This...
He reminds me of, what's it called? Revolutionary Prince Utena? Because of the flower.
Who? What? Who? Now what? Please say that again.
Anyway, move on.
No. Hold on. Go back a second.
No, move on.
No. Go back a second. Who?
One? Okay, bye. Let's go on.
Are you trying to avoid something? What did she say? Revolutionary what?
I'm waiting for my next line. Sorry. I think I read, like, one volume of the manga, like, a decade ago. I'm sorry, I'm old, and...
Okay.
Not a weeb anymore.
Okay.
You truly are both wise and generous. As a thank you, please allow me to teach you one of my kingdom's customary rituals. Perhaps laser communion might interest you? Or reverse baptism? Or eggs?
I haven't gone through a normal baptism. How would I go through a reverse one?
Maybe that's where you flip the binary switch of being baptized just in the opposite direction. Not. The choice is yours!
Go.
What?
Top
This is
one.
yours.
I can't read that.
Oh. Fuck that. Let's make up our own ritual.
How about the ritual where you give me a pile of money and go away?
Oh, you mean the right of poor fiscal decision-making. I didn't know you were so well-versed in the ways of my people. Of course, I'd be glad to demonstrate. The prince dresses up in a golden onesie and hires a chorus of monks to chant, "Why are you doing this?" while he hands you a huge sack of cash.
I'm sorry if it gets too loud for anybody.
The exchange rate of interdimensional dollars to actual money isn't great, maybe because he keeps doing this, but you still gain +4 money, so another 4 million human dollars.
Woo! I'm rich! Woo! And a first!
No.
Woo! Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Yeah. We.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Oh, woe is me! Alas and alack a day!
Miranda throwing a hissy fit? Must be Tuesday. Still, what else are you gonna do? Study? Ha!
Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I'm simply enduring the most horrible injustice to happen to anyone ever. You shan't believe such cruelty could happen at our own school. But just today, Mrs. the Loch Ness Monster told me that I shall be receiving a B+ in her class. A B+, and all because I seldom attended. Did she not understand the importance of my daily royal manicures? Such a horrid grade will surely cause father to cease paying for my seahorse insurance as punishment. And then how shall suitors call upon me? Oh, the tragedy! If only someone knew of a way I could, I don't know, perhaps break into Principal Giant Spider's office, access his private computer, and alter my grade? Stick a web of flies outside the principal's office. When he goes out to eat, we sneak into cheese. Or burst into tears. Spiders hate tears.
And Sharkies hate spiders.
Yeah, and I am not a fan of spiders, especially of the giant variety. That sounds so terrifying. My ladies in waiting are expert lace makers. I'm sure they shall have no problem dropping everything in order to detain a variety of bugs.
Indeed they don't, or are too terrified to object, and they create a sticky, gooey web. Principal Giant Spider emerges to gorge on dung beetles that still smell of shit, which is apparently a thing spiders like. You and Miranda sneak into his office and, using the skills you learned in Cyber Terrorism 101, hack into the files in no time.
What kind of
Hmm?
school has Cyber Terrorism 101?
Spooky high school.
Oh, look at that! I have an A+. I guess I underestimated my own amazingness. I'm very surprised by this development. I suppose as long as we're here, I might as well fill this thumb drive with top secret school security footage. No reason.
That seems on the level. Definitely don't ask any follow-up questions. Just gain +3 charm and be cool.
Yeah. I'm charming, apparently. I love how I go to the bathroom just to, like, sneak into the principal's office.
I'm still pretty balanced aside from boldness.
Again, I stole your income of boldness. You could go have a rave again.
I mean, maybe. Because the auditorium's got the cat dude again.
That's a girl.
What does that even mean? I don't know what that means.
I know what it means. Do you want me to tell you, or spoilers?
No.
Well, you could go to the cat girl.
No, I want to look for Vera. I want to hang out with Medusa, like the self-made Gorgon.
Well, why don't you go to the outdoors or something? Maybe she'll be there. She would probably use a rave in order to make money.
She would use anything to make money. She's brilliant.
Isn't that the truth? She would make anything, do anything to make money.
I guess I haven't been to the library. Or the gym.
Yeah, you've never been to the gym.
I don't think either. Wait,
yes, I have.
Did you go to the gym?
I've gone to the gym. And
Well,
I've gone to the library. We've gone everywhere before.
Wait, when you went to the library, you got money.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the gym because I don't care that much. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. Player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm.
Cat!
God damn it. You see Liam scrolling through his phone, looking like the embodiment of ennui.
Hey, Red. What are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice?
Yes.
Magnificent! I could use some rather absurd advice.
God damn it.
I was exchanging messages with a were-koala on this dating site, and all was going well for a time. But I've grown tired of our exchanges. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my 7th biggest turn-off. Right between sarcasm and literacy, and actually being a pickle and not a person.
Wow.
The postmodern protocol dictates for me to ghost him and never talk to him again. But that's horrible, and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam, handsomely mysterious, yet a true gentleman.
Yeah, right.
But neither do I want the emotional turmoil of telling him how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an ordeal. So I settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. That should do it, right?
Make sure it's a bunch of ghost emojis.
Boo. The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis?
This is your time to shine. Show Liam you excel at complex sentiments, so he might someday feel like sharing them with you.
Maybe croissant, school bus, shooting star, trumpet, and crocodile. This one. Little vampire growing disinterested and overly attached work wallet emoji. I don't understand what the top one is.
I feel like that's the point.
Yeah, I
guess.
Really,
I'm just disappointed that neither of the answers is ghost emoji.
Ooh.
Just send a row of ghost emojis. I don't understand.
Because that is too easy.
Easier than little vampire growing disinterested in
Yes! Yes.
Great. Sending the ridiculous one.
What?
Oh god, no! Get off me, you clingy asshole. Why are you being clingy?
That's so...
Am I just on his route now?
Nuanced. Let's send it right now. He's texting me back. Let's see. Liam, even if it hurts my heart, I understand how you feel. Maybe you're right. Maybe we used to be like a croissant, and now we're just a school bus. Maybe we should do shooting stars do and look for the trumpet to our crocodile. Farewell, my purple shooting star. Perfect. No more overly attached work, Walla, and I can still have a clear conscience. I must admit, your emoji poetry has touched my soul. You're an artist, and the smartphone is your gentle harp. Maybe one day you could show me your feelings through delicate emojis, too.
Ghost emoji. You were basically so nervous that you selected. But it worked. Sweet. And who knows? Maybe Liam is the trumpet to your crocodile. Yes, those things don't go together. So yes. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity.
Jeez!
I'm pretty balanced on certain things, I guess.
Hey!
That weekend, you were at the movies when you receive a summons from Miranda.
Oh, thank goodness you could come.
Technically, Miranda's guards forced you to meet with her, but you'd rather not split hairs.
I am completely contemplating a decision of extreme gravity to date Sharky or not to date. As you are famed throughout the school as a wonton Lothario?
Wonton? Yes, I'm a dumpling.
Wanton.
No, I'm a dumpling now.
I thought I had best ask your advice. But please, be sure to frame it in terms that I shall understand. Something simple and straightforward. In short, I need you to tell me which item of silverware Sharky most closely resembles. Gilded shrimp tongs, delicately inlaid with diamonds and baby teeth, or bread? Am I bread?
Huh?
Am I bread?
You are white.
Pick which answer you want. It's up to you.
I'm honestly not sure which one she's looking for, but I feel like she likes simple things. Yeah, I think she likes simple things, and either way, you're white.
Bread? You know that bread isn't silverware, right? Unless, are you trying to tell me Sharky is so crass you cannot imagine them as any type of silverware? You know, Father always says there are 2 types of people in the world, silverware people and bread people. I won't debase myself by consorting with a lowly hunk of processed wheat. The very idea! In fact, I'll have my men apprehend Sharky and slather him with butter. That will teach him to not be silverware.
Okay. Well, it looks like Sharky probably won't get the girl, but at least slathered in butter, you gain +1 creativity.
Gosh dang it! She likes the silverware!
Well, darn.
Yeah, whatever. I think I already know what I'm gonna be doing the rest of the game, so...
I think they already put me on, like, a Liam route, so...
What are you gonna do? How is the chat enjoying this game so far? I wonder.
Well, one person left.
Yes, I know. But I can still ask the chat.
Yeah. I guess I'll go to the bathroom. That day, you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go to sleep. Don't stay up watching us. If you want to watch the recording of it if you need to go to bed.
But thank you for interacting with us.
Yes, thank you so much.
It is late depending on your time zone, and we understand you can't stay up. But thanks for joining. Make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy bastard. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 Staphylococcus with a slight chance of +1 STD.
Hey! Oh.
Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled.
What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor of Fangle's potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double BBQ Massacre.
Ultimate.
Ultimate, yes. Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube.
Wait, he's not the demon.
Oh yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty, though. Tasty. Tasty! I'm just gonna say it one time. No. Does
Dumplings destroying the environment.
Environmental destruction sound tasty to you? Dumplings destroy everything. I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky?
No, it's a kind of dumpling.
No, Scott. Don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat head fangles and decapitate millions of innocent goats every year?
Sounds fun.
But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no! All those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action. But if someone were to suggest one... assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos, or write an extremely mean blog post. I think you know the option that's not Liam's.
An army?
Yes.
I like vengeful army undead goats.
Go! Yes, necromancy, the ultimate tool in the protesters' arsenal. Oh, can I ride a goat? Can I? Huh? Of course you can ride a goat. In fact, given your size, you'll probably need to ride several. What's a several? Is it a really big goat? No time to explain basic concepts, Scott. We got an invasion to orchestrate.
Oh, God.
As long as you're reanimating things... Oh, no, you.
As long as you're reanimating things, you reanimate some severed goat heads too. They'll eat anything, which totally helps you clean your room. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts, and dear God, does Liam like me even? I don't want any more fucking yellow fever weeb boy.
I'm gonna go... auditorium.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired.
Oh.
For once, it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity in the auditorium.
Oh.
But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in discussion. So you decide to convey it through music.
Yeah!
You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number.
Wait, why would I be in a musical?
It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over.
Makes sense.
You gain +2 creativity.
Yeah!
You catch Miranda monologuing about problems to no one. She often does this. It's like she's accustomed to having a royal scribe following her everywhere she goes.
Oh, wait. Or whatever shall I do about my army? We haven't had a proper war in months.
Princess Peach?
Yes, she is. No, she's
Or,
Daisy.
no, Daisy.
She is Daisy, yes. We haven't had a proper war in months, and the soldiers are becoming ever so anxious. I've tried sending the servants to give them tummy rubs and even putting extra leaves and sticks in their cages, but they just killed the servants with the sticks. I never thought managing an entire branch of the military would be so challenging. How can I possibly keep my soldiers entertained? Divide them in half and make them fight a practice war, or 1,000 pinatas. Practice war. Practice war. Ah, yes, a healthy live-fire scrimmage. I shall have no trouble organizing such a thing. My lieutenants inform me that the soldiers bloody hate each other. And as an extra bonus, anyone who dies during the practice war will be guaranteed not to die in a real war. That ought to reduce war casualties significantly. It is as Father always says, any problem can be solved by dividing people into groups and making them kill each other. I never understood it until now, but these are such wise words.
Miranda skips off to organize her little blood. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts.
Was that smart of me?
Yes.
Trade places.
Oh, God.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just dreading when I'm apparently going to be stuck going to a dance with Liam.
How about some Vera to
Damn it. You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking askance at Miranda's lunch. A single, very suspicious-looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems to be pulsing with unhealthy purple light.
Oh, I'm sure it's just your imagination.
It also has a skull on it, and it smells like flighter fluid.
Flighter fluid?
Huh?
Did you just say flighter fluid?
Lighter fluid?
Oh, it sounded like you said flighter fluid to me.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't think it's for eating.
Of course it's for eating. It's a perfectly standard poison apple. You know, the sort that puts a princess to sleep for 100 years.
You literally just admitted it's poison.
I know. And I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats a poisoned apple. But how else will I find a prince to wake me with true love's kiss, live happily ever after with me?
Girl, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You back me up on this. Tell her she doesn't need to poison herself for the sake of a man. That's right, Vera. That is absolutely correct. Never poison yourself for a man.
You don't need to eat that apple. Princess should be eating poison apples so that you'll kiss them. Or you don't need to eat that apple. There are plenty of eligible princes on hotprincefinder.com.
Well,
poison the princes. Darn! A marvelous idea. If the princes are asleep, I shall be able to assess them fully before making a selection.
Assess them?
Saying words is hard. Come to think of it, I suppose this is why the princes prefer sleeping damsels to begin with. No.
God, royal marriages. The whole thing is like a fucking meat market.
In my kingdom, it's more of a fish market. In any case, you two have truly opened my eyes. I shall be sending poison apples to all nearby princes forthwith.
Miranda gets to work poisoning all her suitors. Vera is very impressed with your enlightened opinion on gender and poison. God damn it!
We could see what the cat is like, or hang out with,
cat.
or hang out with Scott and Polly, or the other cat. I'm not even suggesting Liam.
Gonna go hang out with demonic Tony.
This is gonna get
You're
interesting.
hoping to enjoy your meal in peace, but Coach seems to have a different idea.
What's this? Eating regular food again? Fruits, vegetables, meats, dairy, blood. These are all parts of a complete lunch, sure. But you're forgetting the most important food group of all, dietary supplements. Don't you worry now. Oh, Coach never goes anywhere without some emergency vitamins. Here, take your pick.
It would be rude to turn him down, and who knows? Maybe you'll gain some benefit after all. Coach holds out 2 pill bottles.
Palomino Gold 24 Horse Supplement for a shiny coat and luxurious mane, or a completely black bottle emblazoned with the Chinese character for party time.
I'm pretty sure that's not one character, but will it punish me for not being bold enough if I do? I feel like it wouldn't, right?
I don't know. Do as you please.
I'm gonna be a risk taker.
You
swallow the entire bottle of mystery pills before Coach can stop you.
Whoa, slow down there, champ. The old woman who sold me these vitamins told me they were basically poison.
Great.
I bought them anywhere because, as we all know, whatever doesn't kill you makes you...
You wake up 36 hours later in the middle of an impassioned speech to the student council about dolphin sex. You have no idea what happened during those 36 hours, but you have a new tattoo and everyone is calling you Deep 6'9". You gain +4 fun.
Man, you are really fun.
I am everything but bold and rich.
Yeah, you ain't
You're
rich. It's almost time.
Great.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathrooms one more time.
That day you skip class.
Yeah.
On the way there, you run into... She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 boldness, thank Mamimi, and proceed to the bathroom.
Oh my word, what a wonderful, beautiful, exciting day. I hope somebody can share my joy. My great aunt, sea monster, unholy terror, McCracken Face O' Cthulhu, has just received an award for work with shipwrecks.
Can I meet her great aunt?
Sea monster, unholy terror, McCracken Face O' Cthulhu.
Yeah, can I date her?
No.
Darn.
She's now one of the leading causes. I want to send her my congratulations, but no one from the Postal Service will go near her lair for fear of their lives. Oh, if only some brave hero would volunteer to deliver this important and time-sensitive missive. Why is a letter of congratulations so time-sensitive, you ask? Well... ... It's because of... Well, you see, that these are very special congratulations with instructions to do something congratulatory for herself. You know. Just get her the letter.
There's something fishy about this request, but you've never let that stop you. You come up with a foolproof plan.
Hire Scuba, the underwater taxi service, to deliver a letter for you, or dynamite the toilet, dive into the sewer, and swim there yourself. Scuba!
So wealthy. With just a touch of a button, you're able to call a scuba driver. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Uber driver to your... You give him very specific instructions as to the latitude and longitude, but conveniently leave out the part about the sea monster. A few days later, you see the fruit de mer of your labor.
Huh?
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 Oui?
French. Oh, you wonderful person. The letter reached great out sea monster unholy terror McCracken face Cthulhu with no problem. And she was ever so grateful for the delicious midnight snack. She said she would act on the letter immediately, act on the congratulations that I sent by thanking me, which she did. So it's all over and neatly wrapped up now. Nothing further happening here.
Yep. Seems entirely legit. Great Aunt Sea Monster Unholy Terror McCracken Cthulhu gained crunchy victim of gig culture, and you gained +3 charm.
Jeez.
I guess maybe I should make some. I guess.
It's doom.
That day you spend some time on the library's piece managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with sensationalist video and impossible promise. Nice. You gain +100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and you keep only +2 money.
Sounds like Kickstarter.
Darn. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine.
See? Even Red, a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders, at least some plus smarts, is reading Monster magazine. Yeah, and that's bad, because we're warriors, so we need to fight.
Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it.
Punch! Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Red, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines. No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's Sexist Monster Alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbod, the Werewolf Prince Bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th Royal Werewolf Bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as the sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazines wasn't good enough.
Punch the magazine editor? That's easy. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is
make your own version of the magazine featuring a 3-ringed chupacabra on the cover, or lean heavily into the Warner part, store Monster Magazine, and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as their pinnacle of monster sexiness.
I feel like I'm just stuck on Leon. But I purposely sabotage it, so...
That's fine. Oh yes, good plan. I love being a warrior. It does sound like an attention-grabbing demonstration, if nothing else.
Hot diggity dog. With that, you're off to storm the Monster Magazine headquarters. Using the element prize. Your second favorite element, right after nitrogen. Your plan is to overpower Monster Magazine straight into the editor-in-chief's office. But unfortunately, you're just a bunch of high schoolers. And even a talented high school athlete like that is still a high schooler, and therefore no match for a high-trained security detail of professional bodyguards. You get your asses totally handed to you.
I don't feel like a warrior. And this is not justice.
It sure isn't. But good job, Red. You destroyed society, justice, and warriors. Lost -2 fun and 1 charm. Which is fine. I'm still pretty fun and decently charming. Just very creative.
So you're going to be happy because the choices are all of them and go by yourself.
Great.
I'm going to try after Miranda, though.
No shit.
Who are you going to go after?
Well, I got one good answer with her before. It's worth a shot.
What's the worst that happened?
She makes fun of me and sells the results on the internet for cash. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. You're asking me to go to the prom with you? Have you seen yourself in a mirror? Your face is a crime against humanity. And not one of the crimes against humanity I enjoy perpetrating. Bye, loser. Clearly, this was too much for you. You abandoned high school and spent the rest of your life designing a robot for sex. Or just designing a robot. Oh, is that what the robot?
No.
Unfortunately, as soon as your robot lover got true AI, it rejected you.
Oh! Prom? Sure. How can I say no to my beautiful accomplice? What do I mean by accomplice? I mean it was clear all this time, right? I stole some eggs from that sea monster, then my serfs cooked an omelet, and you took pictures of the water polo team eating it. And remember when we totally stole the addresses of the whole team from Principal Giant Spider's computer? Such good times. Is that what we were doing?
That's what she was doing. Remember? She grabbed some surveillance footage.
Then it was just a matter of time of delivering the pictures and the addresses to the sea monster, who, by my calculations, will soon be haunting all of these unpolite peasants down. They rejected me, and I am sure it has always been clear that you do not reject Miranda Vanderbilt. So in a way, it was sort of all on them, right? It has been so sweet of you, my charming knight in shining armor.
Damn. You feel a bit bad, both for being an accomplice to multiple manslaughter and by Miranda's ruthlessness. You said she was dumb, but she's not really dumb.
No, she's not dumb.
At all.
She's...
Blithe. But love is blind, so a date it is.
Scott's the dumb one.
You have a delightful evening, and in the end, isn't that what counts? Isn't it? By the end of it, Miranda even invites you to her house to show you the corpses of the water polo team, which she's had stolen from their funerals.
Ah! Whoa!
You're still troubled by the fact that kind of excites you, but obviously Miranda isn't troubled about being excited by a successful, merciless vendetta. So you end up celebrating your victory and feasting over what's left of her enemy.
Interesting.
Sharky, best at high-fiving.
Woo!
Miranda's quote, death to all air people.
Woo!
Wow, there's so many events.
There's so many outcomes.
Well, yes.
It's kind of insane.
I mean, there's generally like 2 options and a skill check.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, really, considering all the outcomes, it's more surprising that there's only 20.
Anyway.
Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. Sorry, I think yours went ahead when I was still on the stats screen.
Oh, okay.
After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives. Falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda used her vast knowledge of serfs to get a job handpicking the best serfs for other people.
Wait, that's not what mine says.
Oh.
Mine says, Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her.
Here, go through yours first, I guess.
She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not a part of a game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas Present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. Okay. I'm at for those 3 weeks, and you'll reach up to that.
Okay. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her serfs to do the work. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called Ella's dope. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. Yeah, yours?
Yeah, that's what mine said.
So, read.
What?
Yours.
No, that's exactly what mine said.
Oh, wait, are they... Do they match up again?
Does yours say the battle for Monster Prom might have ended?
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically says what each character goes to, and then it goes back to the same thing.
Oh. They only cover the girls.
I don't know why. I've had stuff
Battle
with...
for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth.
Especially because you have Liam the entire time.
But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yeah, I think they put me on the Liam route at the end of week 1, and I was unhappy with it, but there doesn't seem to be a way of changing it. Which is kind of stupid.
Yeah, that was kind of weird that you got that. I'm sorry?
Yeah, well.
How did you like the game?
I liked it better before it crashed. I actually had a shot with Vera.
Yeah...
And then you kept going to her table, so I still couldn't talk to her.
I went to her table once.
Twice.
Yeah, it might
right?
It was...
Or was that before the crash?
I went to her table, I think, once before the crash.
Yeah.
No, we didn't go to lunch before the crash. It must have been twice then.
Yeah, because there was also being the taster.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
So that was twice I couldn't go talk to her. Because of you.
Well... well... Do you want me to tell you?
It doesn't matter because, like, half the characters kind of suck, actually. Including Miranda.
Yeah.
She's actually okay. The guys kind of all suck. Damien's okay. And then Liam
You
and
warmed
Scott.
the coldest day was my last picture. I mean, Scott's just idiot jock.
Oh, no, I have the same photo as you.
Okay.
Unlocked. You've just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird.
Yeah, I think that's just for finishing one game. You get that. Do you want me to tell you what the cat person does?
What?
She's a shop to spend money.
Oh.
To get items.
Oh.
To, like, boost your stats or have certain events happen.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, there's a dual purpose for money. The second one has been 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Wait, what?
We've been going for like 1 hour 40 for the second time.
Oh. Okay.
So do you want to do a short one, or would you rather just end now?
I kind of want to do over.
Okay, we'll do a short one.
I don't want Liam.
We'll do a short one this time.
Also, I seem to have somehow clicked something that put me into like a local game. So I need to find a way to exit.
How?
Oh, there we go. I don't know. I think I clicked something by accident.
You might have clicked play by accident. I'll just create the lobby again.
Okay.
And literally it's going to be on screen, so I'll just tell it to you when you're ready.
Okay.
Are you good?
I'm so good I'm in already.
Good! Let's go. Why isn't it starting? It's not starting.
Did it break?
Can you unready yourself?
I tried and it got stuck, so I just exited.
Okay. Should I create it or should you?
Match not found. I'll create it.
Okay.
Oh, we can have multiple characters.
Yes, you can have, you can set, multiple for the local.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. That is the thing. Yeah, do a short game.
Short game?
Yeah. And if you press escape, it should let you skip.
Yeah. Franken-Girl's pretty cute, actually, but I'm still gonna go with Flaming Girl. I'm a Pokemon trainer.
I'll still go with,
Sam again?
Yeah.
Oh, this time you're shouting your name. I see how it is.
Sharky!
Okay, Sharky!
And again, we should be able to skip a bunch of this. Garbage. Not garbage, but...
Blah, 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 blah. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do?
You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realize that all this time, their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic.
Black Panther. Secretly, actually a panther.
The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into the new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail.
I feel like curse-wise, that
last one was what happened to you?
Huh?
The last one is what happened to you?
The most effective curse. But can't rely on a curse. Take matters into your own hands. Radiation damage.
But panthers!
But they're gonna be happy for... And they're... before they die. What kind of curse is that? Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend, provided you went criminal?
A human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork, and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into waifu and husbando territory, as was clearly intended by God. Or a dildo. Duh. Or an ATM. Sugar baby life, here I come.
Money!
I'm gonna go with the same thing, honestly. Oh.
The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today?
This...
It's slightly different than last
We
time.
didn't have 100 push-ups. No, 200 push-ups. The rest are the same.
Yeah.
So?
I'm still curious about that. Unless that's the ending I got.
No.
But I still like the idea of being the one who decides to end the world early, so...
Organic!
Okay, but... Oh. That was for Damien.
Yes, that's Damien's.
I'm not very creative this time. But I am rich.
And smart.
And smart.
Yes.
Well, I feel like every time I've gotten... Haven't I?
Maybe.
Kind of. Let's go for creativity.
Blah, blah, blah. Figurative oral sex.
Blah, 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 blah.
Plus your creativity.
You see Damien beating the piss out of a... You go over and ask him what's up. It's this whole heir to the throne of hell thing. Really bumming me out. I hate being a prince of hell. I'm gonna hate being a king of hell even more. I mean, how am I supposed to rebel against authority when I am the authority? Ugh, not even beating the piss out of this goblin is cheering me up. Damon continues to beat the piss out of the goblin, but his heart clearly isn't in it. I mean, is there anything rad I can do as a king of hell? Literally anything?
You're forgetting about the ultimate way to fight authority, total war. Or, kings have harems, and I definitely join yours.
War! Oh yeah, war. I totally forgot about war! Probably because my dads are such lame ass. We keep going on about, what's the word? Diplomancy? Duplo-monkey?
Hey, he said he has dads.
Am I saying that right? Diplomacy? Whatever. I'll have it taken out of the dictionary when I'm king. Suck on that, Webster. Damien's so excited he even stopped strangling that goblin. It sends you a massage coupon as a thank you. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness.
He has 2 dads at least.
Well, I mean, apparently gay for hell, right? So...
Party!
That day during recess,
Half-hour raid.
we have already done this.
300 people, summon demons, plus 2 fun. What? How?
You see Miranda frantically running around and come up to ask what's going on.
How?
I mean, there might be someone else that comes up as well.
Sharky, come here. You're always trying to help us and impress us on the most absurd way. I need your help. Have you seen my test surf? Not the experimental surf I've been testing lately. The one that does tests for me. You know, real smart, but no free will. Brainwashed, I think. Father gave him to me on my 10th birthday. He said he would help me be a better student.
You highly doubt that, but you keep your thoughts to yourself.
Now he is missing. Help me. The test is almost upon us. You rush into the radio room and yell every word that can be a mental trigger for brainwash surf. That they must have put in his head. That's how this mind
fuckery.
Works, right? Or convince the wolf pack to use their super heightened sense of smell to find the surf. Sense of smell?
Not so charming. You run into the wolf pack.
I'm gonna guess you said that all because you cut off after we ran into the wolf pack.
And use your acute persuasion skills to convince.
Whoa, bro. You totally convinced us with your acute persuasion skills. You can count on us finding that surf noob. It's smelling time, my bros.
Hours go by. Nothing happens. Later, Miranda runs into you.
Hey, you. Quite nonchalant of you, promising to help me and then vanishing into thin air. Here lies Sharky, king of the night so nice people. What I want to say is that you're poop. Bye.
You look for the wolf pack to get some answers.
Hey, bro, what's up?
You ask them about the surf.
Oh, that thing? Yeah, we totally found it, like, just after you asked us for it. We're the best at sensing and finding stuff.
Fuck yeah!
What? We were supposed to bring it back to you? You asked us specifically to find it, and we found it. How can we know you wanted us to find it other than for the sake of finding it? What do you think we are? Mind readers? No. What are we? Werewolves. Werewolves. Werewolves.
They leave.
Dot, dot, dot. Oh, right. Tell Miranda we totally ate our surf noob. Fish tree. Werewolves. Werewolves. Werewolves.
Now they leave for good. You guess this is what you get for relying on any. You lose -2 smarts and -1 charm.
I'm an idiot.
Wait, what does challenge do?
Basically, they give us a prompt, we say something, and then we decide who had the best answer.
Oh, well, I thought we still had viewers. I would suggest they vote, but,
We don't.
random it is.
Well then.
Eee.
Yeah, see, this is so much shorter. You can go with Vera and Scott.
Yeah. I think I will. Is drinking her scotch. Because you can drink whatever the hell you want at the school. But Scott's not making it easy for her.
Hey, Vera, what you drinking?
Scotch, why?
'Cause it smells like a delicious forest fire, and I'm curious. What's it called?
Scotch!
Yes.
No, that's what it's called.
What?
Scotch.
Yes.
No, I am not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink. I'm drinking. It's scotch.
It's mine?
No, it's mine.
Then why is it called Scott's?
That's just what it's called.
Oh, is it like an energy drink for Scots?
I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people.
Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as it's possible to be. I'm the most Scot.
No. God. What will it take to get you to drop this issue? Ugh. Scott's not gonna drop it unless you do something. So you cut in and say,
Yeah, it's called Scots, but today it's opposite day, so everything that's Scots is actually Vera's. Or, you're right, Scott. That drink is your birthright. Chug, 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 chug. Don't you mean today isn't opposite day?
no.
Aha! I'm not sorry, not Vera. I guess I'll be taking your drink. Wink. Wait, time out. If everything that's Scott's is Vera's, do I have to give Vera all my stuff?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And does Vera have to give me all of her stuff?
Sure. Unfortunately for you, I have no stuff. All my possessions are owned by a cleverly designed shell code. Now hand over your wallet.
Okay. Boy, opposite day sure is the best, isn't it?
It sure is. After Scott leaves you alone, you and Vera definitely don't spend all his money on cocaine.
I'm gonna go see what this is like.
As soon as you sit down, Dahlia takes one look at your tray and then locks eyes with you. It's really intense. Should I say it?
Go for it.
Your cantaloupe slice. Give it to me. You hesitate. You really like cantaloupe.
Have I had cantaloupe? I don't know.
Please, maintaining a balanced diet with plenty of fruit and vegetable tea. If I want to stay healthy enough to conquer the 8th circle of hell. You get that? But cantaloupe is like super tasty.
Is it?
Oh my god. Fine. I propose a bargain. You give me one piece of cantaloupe, and I give you command of my army for 1 hour. That's a pretty good deal. Can't help but accept. Now, to use Dahlia's army for a truly important purpose.
Is it making the most collaborative salad ever, or finding out once and for all how many demonic soldiers it takes to screw in a light bulb? Yeah.
Question has plagued you for years. Finally, an opportunity to put the matter to bed. After 1 hour of rigorous testing, you come to the conclusion that there are 2 possible answers. If you just ask one of the soldiers to screw in the light bulb, then 1. Or, if you order 3 soldiers to screw in the light bulb, while the rest of the army fires crossbows at them, a potentially infinite number. Submit your findings to a renowned jokeology journal. Gain +4 smarts for your hard work.
Woo! Wow. Trade places! Gosh dang it.
It's me again. It seems biased towards whoever the host is, actually.
Yeah, well, it's also 50-50.
I mean, yeah.
Or 50-50 with heavy quotes.
I'd like to see the code behind that. Anyway.
You could go buy things.
I could, but... Wait, which one was Charm again?
Gym. The gym is Charm. Outdoors is fun.
You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damien slinks up to you. He's hauling a large sack with "definitely not a corpse" written on it. Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely actually a corpse in this bag. I think they've put me on Damon's route since I clicked his answer.
Yes, that's how it works.
Wow.
Who?
You never would have guessed. Now here's the thing. Not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this cord. At least not without my lawyer present. But let's just say he and I apparently had a very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do. Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of your thing. You share your brilliant solution.
Basically, the third question is a way to jumpstart who you're going to be seeing most of the time. And if anybody overtakes them in the amount of points, like relationship points, you start seeing them.
How the fuck did I get Liam last time?
Because apparently, so the first thing that you did was a thing between Damien and Liam. and you said Liam, and somehow that put Liam in front of Damien. Anyway, the answers you can choose are disguise him as a drinking fountain. No one will know the difference. Or just chuck him in my garage. He'll blend perfectly with my collection of vintage dead bodies.
I like that answer. You have Damien's dread chariot. Hoof it over to your garage. Holy hell, are these all yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley? Amelia Earhart? Fuck, you've got 3 popes! I spent all of this time trying to be a great murderer, when the greatest murderer of all was right next to me the entire time. That's right, bitch. Damien lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him. You're actually just a really accomplished. You gain +2 smarts.
It sounds like you. I'm actually gonna go to,
Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So, take a look.
That is not what it says for me. For me, it says, hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run.
I can read yours. It's on the stream. Should I read yours?
Eh.
You don't want to get pocket cancer. Quick, give me that dangerous money. Still healthy pockets.
Can't get a penguin mask. Can't get a bag of regular cocaine.
Good old cocaine.
I'm super interested what this gift that keeps giving is.
I don't know, but it's $0. So
I'm doing it.
You might as well, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Holy fuck. Oh, look at your stats, though. Oh, boy. Something happened to Sharky.
Does that say 99?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But you have -2 charm. On Saturday night, you're at a cool pizza place. Pizza in a real pizza oven. Little did you expect that when the chef opens the oven to get your pizza, Damien appears from the flames.
Sounds about right.
How does that work? Can you teleport through fire? Has he been waiting inside the oven all the time just to make a kick-ass entrance? Ah, the mystery. My dude, I fucking hate needing people. Might need yours. Don't let it get to your head or I'll stab you so I don't have to owe you one. Enough threats! Here's the deal, fuckhead. I might or might not feel attracted by your buddy Red. You know the one. Always making absurd choices, being equal parts stupid, sexy, and sexless. Stupid. And with a nice booty. I guess that's his type.
I was about to say, does that describe you?
I mean, sometimes I make absurd choices.
No, I meant the second and third things.
The stupidly sexy and sexily stupid?
And
I would describe myself as neither of those things, but
would you describe yourself as having a nice booty?
And the nice booty, well, I mean, I had to ask my ex what makes for a good butt because I didn't know, so you're really asking the wrong person there.
Okay, but do people describe you as having a nice booty?
Would I describe myself as having a nice booty?
But do people describe you as having a nice booty?
If they're talking about me in pirate terms.
No, I have the nice booty in pirate terms.
Do you? I don't want to get my feelings hurt by rushing into love without... My dads always say, you love someone, shoot them and see what happens. Great fatherly advice, right? Thing is, Principal Giant Spider, my therapist, and the rule of law all seem to shooting someone to check if they're the one is not very legal. They have strongly recommended that I do all of that on what they call a theoretical level. Don't worry, that was just Damien fucking up his word.
So about saying, you make fun of me? You do it too.
Yeah. Like imagining the whole... But imagining is for losers. And since you both know Red and are a loser yourself, I thought you could tell me. What would Red do if I were to shoot her?
Red is all about getting shot. She goes to the doctor every day just to get a shot, and shots are the only thing she does when partying, so I think you can give her a shot. Pfft, believe it or not, if you were to shoot Red, she would not be into it. Hashtag true story! So, do you want to get with Damien or no?
He's okay.
Okay, you're getting shot.
Like, out of the 6 characters, he's probably like number 3 or 4, or really Vera's the only above him. Everyone else is kind of stupid.
Polly is
I guess he's like number 2.
Okay.
Whoa, that's convenient. I have the feeling dating me could increase someone's chances of getting shot or stabbed. You don't get to be as big an asshole as me without making some enemies along the way. I would feel bad if my loved one was to get shot because of me. But knowing Red is so into getting shot is fucking hate guilt. Okay, seems like my heart isn't being a drunk time. I might be onto something nice. And who knows? If she is so into getting shot, I might add some spice into my foreplay. If you know what I mean.
Do we though?
The expression on his face for that is terrifying. I mean, shooting Red before having sex with him. Just to be clear. Cool.
I did tell him you were into getting shot, so...
I mean, I'm into getting sent to hell when I die.
Good, he's the Prince of Hell.
Huh?
He's the Prince of Hell.
Yeah. He's gonna become a king of hell. And why not ride that gold digging train early?
Oh, gosh.
Wowee. You're welcome, Red. Both for getting you some demon dick and for the blood loss you're about to experience. You had too much blood anyway.
Yeah, get ready for the demon dick.
You get +3 charm for being such a good friend.
I'm positive!
Yeah! Your creativity's still not, though.
I know.
Wow. Die is cast. Let's see. I'm not very fun right now. I feel like I should be more fun.
Then go rave!
Yeah. I like the music during this part. Ooh, at one point, Juan, the small magical Latino cat, slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. Oh, why would I ever laugh at a cat? Unless they're being actually really silly. But my cats aren't being silly right now. They're being cute.
What are your cats doing?
Mog is on the cat tree sleeping, and Kate Sith is curled into the Kingdom Hearts blanket, also sleeping.
Of course.
They're cats. They sleep. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray!
Yay!
Oh, poor kitty. You're taking a break with Scott, Damien, and Vera when the whole wolf pack comes stomping over. Oh great, it's these boneheads again. I wonder what they want.
Hey Scott, what's up, dog? And non-dogs?
Eat shit, you fucking flea farm.
Whoa, Damien. Calm down. These guys are my cousins. Even more important, they're my teammates. Oh, yeah. Well, if we're so important, how come we didn't see you at the dog park last full moon? Last full moon? Oh, wow, I don't remember. I was at the bowling alley with Damien and Vera, and then it was the next morning, and I was naked and covered in blood.
Oh yeah, that night was rad.
We all wake up naked and covered in blood after a full moon, Scott. But we wake up naked and covered in blood together. You know why? Because we're werewolves. The question is, are you?
I'm sick of these creeps always harassing Scott. We need to get rid of them. But how?
Pretend to throw a ball really far, but actually just hide it behind your back. A fiendish deception. Or stack Vera and Damien on your shoulders to make yourselves as big as possible.
I feel like this one probably.
Go for it. Do as you please.
So smart. Hands as swift as your wits. You snatch up Scott's football, which he always has, obviously. Execute the maneuver.
The football. You gotta catch it. Where'd it go? I'll get it. I'll kill it.
The wolf packs sprint off in their direction. You pretended to throw the ball. Scott starts to chase after them, but Damien stops him. Dude, look over here. You've had the ball the whole time.
Whoa, what? How did you... Did you throw it through a dimensional portal?
Yes, we bent the fabric of space and time, just so we could give you back your ball.
You guys did that for me? Wow, you really are my best friends.
Scott lies down to chew happily on his football while you bask in the warmth of your good deed. You gain +2 creativity and +1 charm.
I'm gonna go spend some money.
Well, now you can afford everything. Actually, did you even decide who you're going after yet?
Nope! I'm a gang PR person.
Whee!
Yeah! Oh, I guess I'm not going after anyone. Ha! This random person.
Wait, this is the coolest group, though. You're planning to sit by yourself today. The only table you can find is partly taken by the coven of witches that are obviously cursing Trump under the lead of AOC. You do feel kind of sorry for them. After all, no one ever seems to want to sit with them. Oh, good, it's you. We can practice. And this is probably why. You don't look so worried. Preparing for an battle with the Lord of the Circle. And if we don't do our homework, we'll have a hell of a time meeting him. The audience laughs. Wait, audience? Anyway, we've got 2 magical enhancements to help us beat this big bad. Do you think we could try one out on you? Pretty please? Aww, says the audience. You know, a magical enhancement doesn't have bad. You can choose either of the 2 options.
The spell lets you see the future, and also the past, and the present. You can watch live TV anywhere. Or, nah, you want to go for something a bit different. Let's do the spell that turns you into 2 helicopters. Helicopters.
The choice is made. Guardian double copter. Alright.
They are the Coven.
You always wondered what it would be like to be 2 helicopters. You both rise through the ceiling of the cafeteria, showering the students with glass. We should have thought this through. We should have thought this through. You ditch school and spend the afternoon cruising the city, murdering birds and fucking up people's drones. Eventually start to wonder, if you're 2 helicopters, which helicopter contains the real you?
Dun, dun, dun!
Mm-hmm. If one helicopter is destroyed, where does your consciousness reside? Philosophical questions are outside your comfort zone. You finally return to school and let the Coven restore you to your former body. But your experience being 2 helicopters has left you with a mind more flexible than ever. You gain +4 creativity.
I'm creative!
Congratulations, you're fully in the positive again. I guess I'm on the date, so unfortunately I still don't get there. You arrive at your chosen table to find Damien dejectedly hefting a ball of mashed potatoes, while Polly sadly passes her hand through the same. Seriously, what do we have to do to get a food fight started in this cafeteria? I honestly do not know. I tried throwing potatoes at people, yelling fight, but I think everyone is too scared of me to fight back. I can't throw any food because my stupid ghost hand. Plates, mirrors, antique furniture, but not food. There's gotta be a way to provoke a food war. My dads are always telling me to be more political. But we're not political. Your strength is hitting things. And my strength is being unbelievably hot all the time. Unbelievably hot. That's it. We'll set the cafeteria on fire. Wait, no, that's not a solution. That's just arson. Why do I always jump straight to arson? It's hard to watch them struggle through this by themselves, so you step in with an idea of your own.
Where's our fought over scarce resources? Steal everybody's foods and put it in a pile. That ought to do it. Or, hey, Polly, you know how the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? We just need you to get kidnapped by Trojans.
I think we're gonna go. Whoa, is that what politics is? Beating people up and putting their stuff in a big pile? I didn't know I was already so good at politics. And I can roll around in the food. It'll feel so good on my skin. Damien spends the rest of lunch piling up everybody's food in an enormous food mountain. Hungry students are soon swarming the mountain, trying to grab what they can while Damien pelts them with fire and knives from above. In a panic, students turn on each other, fighting with the only weapon they have, the food in their hands. Food fight! Food fight! I think a fight like this is how I died. The casualties are beyond counting, but no one will be forgetting that food fight anytime.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. And back to me.
Well, it's the last evening.
Mm-hmm. Do I want to be balanced?
Or do you want to just jump your charm or boldness up?
Hmm?
Do you just want to, like, boost one of them real quick?
Oh, charm or boldness?
Yeah.
Great, I was thinking of the auditorium anyway.
That's creativity.
Oh, well, whoops. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the... There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. Summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose -3 years of life as the end of your deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. Afterwards, Damien comes up and punches you affectionately. Hey, asshole, go to hell. Like, literally, my house is in hell, and I'm inviting you over. Don't read too much into it. Only one problem. In order to get there, you kinda gotta damn your immortal soul. It's So how about it? What crimes against God and man will you commit so we can hang out?
Is it? Oh, I think I'm already...
Oh, I think I'm already damned. Looking into your eyes feels so good, it must be a sin.
Or, I wonder if a bunch of nuns with a lawnmower.
I am not gonna go with the answer where I seem to be tripping over myself to flirt with him. No. Been there, done that. Bought the t-shirt, did it again, got the t-shirt covered in nun's blood, had to buy another t-shirt. Is that seriously the most creative way you could come up with to kill nuns? What about a giant magnifying glass? Plague centipedes? Rice somehow? Come on, use your imagination. But it was a boldness check, not a creativity check! What the hell? Can't believe I even invited a loser like you to Pill House. Dejected, you go out nun hunting anyway. But nunting just isn't the same without love to motivate it. You lose -2 charm and -1 money for bail. Well, my stats are still better than yours at least.
Darn, I can't go to the auditorium. It's class!
That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes
Yeah.
after all the blah blah blah, you gain +2 smart.
Why?
When Miranda comes rushing up to you, clearly distraught.
Most terrible news, friend. I've just watched the documentary Game of Thrones, and now I fear for my own royal family. I did not realize how susceptible we might be to random acts of treachery, or how often we romance our siblings. I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. Please help me put my poor mind at ease. How can I possibly identify potential traitors in my court? Just keep an eye out for the classic signs. Shifty eyes with black cloaks, ordering knives in bulk, or pretty much everyone is a traitor. Just spin a bottom whoever points at. Kill them! But that would mean...
The other answer was definitely better.
I probably didn't have enough, like, boldness or something.
Yeah. I'm surprised you passed any check.
Yeah, honestly. Could Lord Darkheart Stabbington be a traitor? I must warn Father at once. We have to find a new royal babysitter.
A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Unless that name is Darkheart Stabbington. You gain +2 smarts and +1 money as a reward.
Because I need more money. Oh my gosh.
The Monster Prom draws near. Well, Damien just rejected me, but I guess I'm gonna try anyway. Look at this fire couple. They're so cute.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Like if you went to actual prom?
Yeah.
Finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the prom. Prom? With you? Stupid fuck! I need spice in my life. And if you were a spice, you would be... some fucking bland spice.
Aww.
This failure haunted you the rest of your life, and you never moved, becoming a total and constant failure. You never succeeded at anything again.
Aww.
That seems very weird, considering I only failed one check.
It also has to do with your stats.
Yeah, but most of my stats came from interaction.
You were probably one off. Honestly.
Meh. Except for that time you won at Monster. But your talent was being a failure at love. It astonished everyone how bad you were at romance. Not any less sad, though.
I mean, it would make sense, both of us who are bad at romance, to, one, not romance anybody.
You asked no one to prom, because you don't need anyone else to make the most out of the night. Sometimes you feel like you have to get it to be anyone. But that's not true. You're your own person. And that's the most important thing. Love is wonderful, sure. But you have no hurry in finding it. Prom shouldn't be a deadline, but a night to remember. And you do so You have a wonderful night.
Yeah!
Going alone to prom doesn't mean being lonely. You have tons of fun with your classmates. You rock. Nothing is as sexy as being independent, strong on your own. And people notice. So who knows? Maybe eventually you might date one. Or some of them. But today you marry the night, like Lady Gaga.
I was about to say because I'm Batman.
Batman doesn't marry the night. He is. Are you suggesting that Batman marries his...
Yes.
Sharky, best at being alone. Damien, best at violence.
Woo! That was fun.
I still got rejected. Woo.
Continue?
Those 2 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were, who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Is it branching again?
Yep, this time it's branching. You go.
Oh yeah, it definitely branched. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. That's what you get for rejecting the smart person who knew how to keep you out of prison.
And who was fire.
Fortunately, prison was flammable. Yeah, he should have just taken me for that, alone. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. Because I guess Damien joined Liam's band. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. Your turn.
Damien became an interior designer specializing in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his product the refined marriage between macabre and chic. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK, he became an athlete, duh. He's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness.
Wait, yours covers her.
They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who the heck would try to stop Vera Oberlin?
How come she doesn't show up in my end?
I don't know.
For those 2 weeks, Monster Prom seemed larger than life. And then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid. We were ready to start.
So,
I got rejected again!
you must have been one, like, stat point off or something.
No, I find it funny that I got rejected twice. Then again, I didn't date anyone in high school. So, I mean, I guess this checks out.
Hey, and I got one acceptance and I dated one person in high school? Don't say any comments that you might be thinking. Save them for after.
Oh, no, I was just lamenting that, like, the options in this game, like, for the characters, I don't really like half the characters.
That's fair.
So I'm just kind of like, well, like, Oh no, I got rejected, but I think Vera's the only one I actually like.
And you haven't gone after her.
Well, I tried, but it had already put me on Liam. And then it had already put me on Damien. So...
Hey, you're with Damien there.
Hmm?
So you're with Damien there.
Oh, does it show you? Wait, what?
There was a picture of, what, me, Polly, you, and Damien.
There was also a picture of me and Vera playing pool at one point. It was great. It should have happened in-game. I guess it happens in college.
Anyway, we should probably end this.
Yep.
Thanks for all the people who watched.
Yeah. And we'll play again sometime.
Yeah, maybe we'll get to DLC so we can date Robot and Gorgon person? No, not Gorgon, but what?
Oh, Gorgon is Vera.
Cthulhu-looking thing?
Oh?
I don't know what the girl in the get the DLC thing. That and her and the robot are dateable in the DLC.
Maybe Cthulhu. Anyway.
Well, maybe we'll get it and try to date her.
Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
We'll see.
Anyway, monsters are cute.
Yeah, monsters can be
it's
cute.
It's like this screen with all the little monster heads going around.
Oh, we didn't even meet some of these people.
Hmm?
Like, the girl in the hood we never met.
I wish she was an option.
Oh, she's a fun one to talk to.
I wish the witchy people were dateable.
There's a bunch of secret endings where...
I noticed, considering there's like 29 apparently.
But I don't think all the secret endings are with the dateable people. Anyway.
Oh, Polaroids.
Yeah, gallery.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gallery now.
What do you have? I have Damien rejecting you. I have Vera rejecting you.
Yep.
I have the one with Miranda I got earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I got
and
I got one from one of my previous playthroughs.
And that's why I'm not looking at Twitch right now.
Yep. I got another Polaroid. I got some more art. Well, that's cool.
Hmm?
They got some cool concept art. Oh, and I got some fan art.
Huh.
Huh, that's cool. Anyway.
Let's see. All of the fan arts that I have are about Vera.
Sounds about right. I think, like, I have one... You know, I think all of them I have are about Vera right now. Because I had the first 4.
Anyway.
If I don't...
Thanks for anyone who watched. Or if anyone's still on the stream, I don't think so.
There's one, but I think that's you.
I think that's me.
Yep, so anybody who will watch later, thanks very much.
Thanks to the people who showed up if they come back to watch.
Yeah, and,
And have a good night.
Yeah, yeah.